Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, y'all, after we finished recording yesterday's Real Talk, Gary and I got extremely busy, extremely stressed out. We were having to take care of Abraham.
Yep.
So, Abe, when we started recording the Real Talk, Abe, his fever was gone. When we got done with it, we went to go check on him and see where he's at with everything, and his fever had spiked again. So all the plans that we had for yesterday obviously were pushed to the wayside because nothing is as important as our kids are.
Yep.
And we did not work on the bathroom, but instead we took care of Abraham.
Yep.
So Abraham's fever was spiking really high, and so I ended up calling. Gary started doing everything that we were repeating the steps of the days prior of putting him in the cold bath and medicine.
Cold,
well, not cold, but
normal body temperature bath. Cold
right.
to him,
yes,
because of how hot he was, but
right.
It's not nowhere near cold.
It's not like it's freezing, but
no.
So we started to do that and cool his temperature down. And while Gary was doing that with Abraham, I was like, okay, I'm going to call the doctor and see about getting him into the clinic today, because this is just, it's crazy. Like such a high fever for so many days in a row. So I called the clinic, and the clinic was like, okay, well, I have time to see him today if you could bring him in right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, he's, we're concerned, but I think that Abe's probably just got a cold. They'll probably give him some antibiotics, and, Gary can take Abraham in and get him started on that. I'll do some stuff here at the house, like for video wise, because I told you guys I wanted to have that video up for you guys yesterday. And we didn't think it was going to be, I knew his fever was serious, but I didn't think that, he's like still happy-go-lucky. Like I didn't think that it was going to be anything like a big deal. I figured they'd get him some medicine, some antibiotics, and then he'd come home and it would just be rest, take the antibiotics, and kind of repeat. So Gary took Abe in to the doctor's appointment.
Yep.
And when he got there, they started doing all the tests for Abraham.
We got him checked out for strep, flu, as well as the nasty crap word.
The crud 19. Yeah.
Yep.
They got him checked for all of that.
And so yeah, all that came back negative. Which
is great. Wonderful news, right? Like we were super happy about that. But at the same time, what the heck is going on with our kid?
Why is he running a fever?
Mm-hmm. So while Gary was in the office, they started like testing him, poking on him and poking on his tummy and like, having him do all these different things. And he was like saying ow when they were poking on his tummy.
Yep.
And then I started asking him questions and like if he threw up and stuff. And he did. He had thrown up the night before, and it was kind of like yellowish. And
but
so
it had oatmeal in it too.
Yeah, he had his food that he was eating.
Yeah. So it was like,
you don't know.
What is it exactly? And did you, so he's sick.
Yeah. So because of the pain in his stomach and because of, the fever and the shaking the day before and like everything that was going on, the clinic said, we think that he's having an appendicitis and that he's probably going to have that removed and you need to rush him to the hospital.
Yeah.
And so then Gary called me because I was at home, and Gary had gone in Biggie. And so I was left here at home with just Smalls. But unfortunately, Smalls is having like mechanical brake issues and is not really super safe to drive in the road conditions and stuff that we have right now. So I was essentially left here without a vehicle. And now I'm like kind of panicking because I'm thinking like my 5-year-old is going to go into surgery and I'm not there. I need to get my butt there.
Yeah.
So Roxanne was out and about with Anthony's truck. Her car is having issues. And so we were looking around, we're like, oh my gosh, like we're having all this, like we are having an emergency and there's no vehicle here for me to drive. So I was freaking out. I called my mom and I asked her, I said like, hey, I need one of your vehicles. You guys got vehicles over there. I need one. I need to go into town and I need to be with Gary and I need to be with Abraham. She says, okay, no problem, honey. No big deal. Calm down. You'll be all right. And Kylie came over and I got to borrow Kylie's car.
Yeah.
So Kylie got here as soon as she could, got into her car, drove to Booneville, dropped her off at work because it's like literally on the way. And I went right there to the hospital to meet up with Gary and with Abraham. Like from the time that Gary called me to the time that I was at the hospital with them, it was probably like, I don't know, 40 minutes at the most, 35, 40 minutes, just enough time for Gary to leave the clinic, to go to the hospital, fill out the paperwork, get back in the room.
Yep.
And then I got there.
So they put him through a couple of tests and everything else like that. And appendicitis was not the issue.
Yep, it was not the issue.
Nothing was the issue other than he's got like a fever or cold or whatever it is that's just not popping up.
Yeah, so I was super scared because I'm thinking my son's going to have to go through surgery. I need to rush and get there. I rush and I get there, and then the doctor comes in and is just like really kind of nonchalant, like, oh, he'll be all right, no big deal.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Take some Tylenol and have a nice day.
Yep.
And I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? Like,
and this is
what is going on with my son? And they didn't do any other further testing besides they had already done the flu and the strep and the crud-19. They had already done all those tests, and they had already like poked on him and stuff, and they determined that it is not appendicitis. Now, obviously, we're keeping an eye on him.
It's most likely some other type of. It's probably a stomach virus
or something.
Is what I'm thinking
Who knows?
of.
I have no idea.
Something that he's little. Hands are on everything. So.
And we do make them wash their hands and stuff when they get home, and we do like put their jackets in one place, and
you can't hover over them 24/7.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's 5.
And what happens at school is out of our control, really.
Yes. So. And that's where it's like it's every time he goes over there. I don't know what he's doing, but that kid.
He's being a 5-year-old.
He's being a 5-year-old, and yeah, I don't know. I was telling him that in the hospital. I was just like, dude, you got to keep your hands away from your mouth.
Yeah.
And your face.
And your eyeballs.
You got to, man. Like, stop messing around with stuff and touching everything.
I'm probably not the greatest example because I probably like wipe my nose and stuff like 1,000 times a day. I probably do that. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's keep your hands away from your face. And he's 5, so he likes to shove his fingers in his mouth and all that other stuff. So it's you gotta wash your hands, dude. You gotta like just try to enforce it into him. But yeah, because the girls are fine.
Yeah, the girls are fine. Me and Gary are fine. I mean, I still got that stupid lingering cough that's been around for weeks now. But nobody else has a temperature. Nobody else is feeling ill. Like, we're all doing good. And Abe doesn't even seem like he's feeling ill, but that temperature, man. He's like a little oven. He sat next to me on the couch last night, and I was like, dude, he's roasting. So say a prayer for our little buddy.
I just can't believe that he hasn't sweated it out by now.
I know.
That's the thing where I'm like, dude, how have you not sweated it out?
It's crazy. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what's going on. They did all the tests that they possibly could do, and
I really think it's a stomach virus.
They told us go home and give him Tylenol. So
I think it's a stomach virus, to be quite honest. Yeah. But I don't know.
Time will tell, and we are keeping a close eye on him, and we'll take all the precautions and do all the things that we need to do as we figure them out. Mm-hmm. And as they, present themselves to us, if things turn this way or that way, we're going to turn right with it. So, but Gary and I are home now. We don't plan on running around and leaving or doing anything today. So I did stay up and I did finish out that video for you guys. I did all the stuff that I needed to do yesterday. I already completed it. It is uploaded. It is on SimpleLifeReclaimed. I will be making it public, I believe, at 2 o'clock is when it's scheduled to go live. So you guys should be able to see it on our channel then, and you guys will be able to see all the work that we did with all the trim and the windowsills and everything. I was going to have, assuming that we were going to work yesterday and that we were going to work, today and all that, which we still plan on working today, but I was assuming that I would have other footage that I could have put out this weekend for you, which I still might be able to do something, but I can't promise you. I don't really know. This kind of threw a wrench into some things. So, but you just got to take life as it goes. There will be the video on Simple Life today for you guys, and we are going to get to work on some of the bathroom stuff today as well. So I might be able to have another one for you guys here in a day or so after we do some more things and after I have enough time to film it and edit it. But I know you guys understand, and I know you guys are here for us, and I wanted to give you guys this update today on Abe because I know a lot of you guys were concerned, just as concerned as we are, and we really appreciate all the love and support that you've given our family, the helpful tips and tricks and advice, and just this support. You know, hey, we've been there, we're parents, you know, just this, that really means a lot. So I appreciate that from you guys. And I wanted to let you know that you guys will have something later on our other channel. And
I got to get my butt moving because there is some rain on the forecast too.
I know, which might slow things down for everything that we have planned for December. Which we are going to reveal to you guys really shortly too. Again, we wanted to make sure that we had all of our eggs in the basket. And I think that you guys will be seeing something really soon on it.
Yep.
But we might have to, I don't know, we'll talk to you more in detail on that. But we might have, there's part of the build that we wanted to do, but we might have to wait just because of weather. We might have to wait for, like there's issues with the supply chain and stuff, as you guys know. So we wanted to start, but I don't know if we will be able to quite yet. So that's why we didn't want to announce anything, get you guys all excited, and then have to have this happen, and then, you know. But,
Make it interesting. Always makes it interesting, but.
Yeah. But I think we'll be talking about it a bit more, and we'll be showing them, because it's great to talk about stuff, but it's even better when you guys get the visual.
Yes.
And we'll be giving that to you very soon. I promise. Yes. I promise. I promise. I promise. Do the best we can.
I'm stoked. Yeah. But yeah.
They have no idea.
Oh, you guys don't?
Yeah, they don't have no idea.
But, all right, well, we got to go check on Abe, get to work, and call it so we can get it.
Yeah. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Thank you guys for watching today's video. We'll be back again tomorrow. So until the next one, guys, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.